All right, we're here with Dean and Vi from Kovi Kitchen in Arlington, a fusion spot where you guys are mixing all kinds of Asian flavors. You've got tacos, you've got rice bowls. It's incredibly interesting. Started out in a food truck, which is where I first found you guys, which is what we're trying to talk to you. I know you guys are kind of in expansion mode right now, looking to open up another spot out in Leesburg. But I want to start off talking about the food.
Okay.
Where did the inspiration for the food at Kovi Kitchen come from?
Well, I'm a huge fan of tacos, and I think being a chef and going to culinary school and being in fine dining for so long, every time we get off work, we're like looking for just the quick foods, you know? And so I started experimenting with tacos maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I was working for an outfit that was doing Korean barbecue tacos. I kind of found a little bit of inspiration in that, but then we're missing a lot of flavors with like the Vietnamese where I grew up. My flavors, Vietnamese and French fusion. Started messing around with like octopus tacos, and the food truck was never really part of our plan.
It was never part of the plan.
It was part of our branding, right? We wanted to go straight to brick and mortar. Like this selfish mindset is, we got a great product after testing out our product with, I mean, what did we do? We did Google buildings, we did just a bunch of tastings.
So basically, I've had this cooking for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Friends and family have had this cooking for 20 plus years. But we wanted to get the feedback from the general public.
Right.
So the
Non-bias.
So we actually set up an office building and actually catered to 100 people in the office and just set up like a Asian style hotline Chipotle, as we say. And we took surveys on how the food was, how the concept was, how the customer service was. We got really ridiculous feedback and how incredible the food was tasting, and all check marks and all the concepts basically.
Yeah. Inspiration as far as like how I create our dishes. I mean, you figure, you know, with Korean barbecue tacos, it's one thing, but then when you add our kimchi that comes from #1 Sons, organic fresh kimchi, when we do our kale and broccoli slaw, we're adding like a healthy dining option. We want to promote a healthy style of living. Mind you, we still do Korean fried wings, but you cannot, I mean, our wings are amazing.
They
are.
are.
They're brined and they're double batch fried. I mean, it's just really crispy and juicy. But I think most of the inspiration came from like when I was younger, cooking with my mom, and just like through eating fast casuals and tacos. I guess was like, I think this is where like the movement's going. And so that's when Dean and I sat down and started the whole Kovi movement.
So it started, you guys had your kind of test and you were doing catering events for offices and stuff like that, you get the feedback. What moved you into the food truck from there?
It was crazy, you know, like Dean and I always talked about wanting to do a food truck, and I was so against it. I'm like, this area is saturated with food trucks. In 2008, there were 4. Now, fast forward to today, there's 300 permits, licensing. It's really tough, and I was so against it. And then one day, I was chef at Lansdowne, and I was just sitting there going, you know, I'm really just not happy. I'm working so hard, so many hours, and I'm making so many other people very happy with what I'm doing here. I want to make myself happy.
Right.
So Dean came in one day, saw me busting my butt off. He was like, you know, when are we gonna just, you know, pull the trigger? And I think it was a matter of like 2 or 3 weeks later.
Probably later.
We owned a food truck, and I was like, okay,
Hey, implement,
right.
right.
And so it was like from there, it was like I just left about 2 weeks in and started designing the food truck with Dean and launched it from there. And so successfully, the food truck, our anniversary was this past September. And this year, we've done very well with the food truck. The word's getting out. And then we were blessed and fortunate enough to get this space. Like I said, we have Leesburg coming. And then Tyson's is right around the corner. So we want to grow.
Yeah.
We want to grow responsibly.
It's official.
Yeah, it's official. We want to grow responsibly and organically as our menu evolves. And we are adding a couple of things to the menu for the winter. So
Yeah.
we're doing my mom's pho.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this area is craving for the pho.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't have the spot for that.
You don't?
No, I do not.
My mom's pho is probably 7 generations old. She opened the first Vietnamese restaurant in Leesburg.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and 10 years running, and her pho is awesome.
Yeah.
So we're going to implement that here.
I never found, since I've been here, I've been back in the DC area for 12 years, I've not found a spot that was like a go-to.
Right.
I had never had it growing up. I moved to Memphis, Tennessee for 7 years. And one of my good friends, he traveled all over the world. We'd always work out together. And after the gym, he'd be like, oh, we're going to go Cleveland, this, that, and all the places. He's like, we're going for spa today. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'd never heard of it. I had no clue.
Right. What the fuck?
I did not say that, but I should have.
Right.
And he takes me over to this tiny little place, like no ambiance, no nothing. It was just like a little, it felt like a cafeteria.
Best style.
And it was the exactly right place because the parents were in the back cooking, in the kitchen with the kids were the waiters.
That's right.
And I was like, uh-oh. I may have gotten myself in trouble.
Right.
They brought that stuff up and I was just like, soup.
Mind-blowing.
It's soup. I'm getting soup after the gym. He's like, trust me. It's just,
Right.
it's like layers.
That's
layers,
awesome, man.
Layers.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been like, I could go to tea. Because I come back to DC, I'll try other places.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, you want that one
spot.
spot. So it's the same thing at my mom's. My mom was in the back cooking. The kids were out in the front of the restaurant. You know, that was 2004. And so, you know, inspiration from what we do now, a lot of it comes from just my mom.
Yeah.
So that's what really thrills me and drives me to kind of make her proud and recreate what she's been able to do coming over here with zero opportunities
Yeah.
and then all the opportunities in the world.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to give to our team and everybody else that we surround ourselves with.
So a couple of other things that are on the menu now, you guys are right now from a goal at the gym, so maybe this is why it's on the menu. It's the thing that I got the first time. You got
Right.
here the protein bowl
Yes.
with 3 types of meat. It's like an
Yes.
inverted salad.
Yes.
Where ordinarily you get salad and it's all vegetables, and a little bit of meat. This is whole meat and a little bit of vegetables. Where did that come from?
So that came from a couple of reasons. It came from customers asking, but true story, a while back, I was a little bit overweight. And I decided that I wanted to go on basically Dean gave me the slow carb diet, right? And so we started experimenting with some of the food that we were doing, and I literally just cut out all the rice, sugar, and everything. So I created the kale and broccoli slaw, the cabbage and cilantro slaw, kimchi, and I would just put meat on it. And so from that, I lost 30-something pounds in literally 4.5 weeks, and it's been off for 2 years.
Wow.
So that's how a lot of the inspiration came from. But a lot of our customers would always ask, can we not get rice? And we just started calling it a protein bowl. And it started with the food
A
truck.
lot of Gold's Gym members would come
Yeah.
in and say, give me the protein bowl.
Right.
Guys, it's like no carbs, no rice. It's
Right.
throw a little sauce on it.
Right.
It's me being spent so much time in Memphis and a huge barbecue fan.
Right.
And the thing, when I go to a barbecue place, they better have a sampler.
That's
I
right.
bet
All the meats,
Get
right.
3
I
types
always
of
get
meats,
the
right?
same.
Right.
Oh, don't you? Because you want to try them all.
Right,
And
right.
then if they do them well, you still want to get all 3.
That's right.
It's
So when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute.
The protein bowl.
It's kind of
Yes.
like our Kobe house style tacos. You get one of each.
Yeah.
One Kobe steak, one grass chicken, one barbecue pork. So it's kind of the same concept.
Right. Because if you're doing it right, you guys are doing it right.
Right.
I don't want it just to
Yeah.
you know, and I'm going to crave the chicken. Right
And
after
a
that.
lot of times what we're teaching our team is like, you know, when we see a customer that's their first time, we try to guide them and lead them by questioning and probing them. Well, are you guys in the tacos, rice bowls, protein bowl? Are you really healthy? You just came from the gym. The protein bowl has been one of our top sellers as far and the poke bowl, you know. But the protein bowl, when they come from the Gold's Gym, it's like, I just worked out. I don't want any carbs. I want the protein and the slaw. And all of our sauces are made in-house fresh daily. Everything is made from scratch. So
Plus, it doesn't give you that food coma.
Yeah.
That's where you eat actually re-energized.
Right.
Especially the poke bowl.
yeah, yeah.
What made you guys decide to do the poke bowls like that? Those are not things you see a lot of places. And I
Right,
feel like
so-
recently there's been a kind of an uprising of people interested in poke.
So not only have Dean got me to try my first poke.
Oh, yeah?
We went to this place in Canada, and I was like, just simply amazing. And then I started reading about poke and how it started in Hawaii, and it was like kind of like an appetizer at one point, and street food, and then it just kind of developed into this just rice with ponzu and fresh vegetables and literally fresh fish. So it was about 3 weeks before we opened. We had the poke idea in mind.
Yeah, it was last minute though.
Yeah, it was definitely
We'll be
last
honest,
minute.
it wasn't
So we got our digital boards, right?
Right, so the digital boards came in, the poke line wasn't even ready yet. But I knew what I wanted to have on there, and I started messing around and tweaking. And 2 days before we opened on our soft opening, and we have a picture, we'll send it to you, we put out on our line, and the line was so beautiful with edamame, roasted corn, seaweed salad. We had the fresh mango, and the colors were so bright. I'm like, this is what a proper poke line should look like. And so that's how it started. Then we started adding our sriracha aioli and our avocado lime crema and our zesty peanut sauce, and like adding flavors that people had never had in poke before. and we're still not done yet.
Yeah.
If our line was a little bit bigger, it would warrant me to do a little bit more creative stuff, and we're getting it. Remember, we're about 4 months into it,
Yeah.
and the mind's still
I
turning.
can see your gears turning.
Yeah,
I can
the
see
mind's
right now the gears
We
are
got some
turning.
surprises coming by to
Yeah.
Kovi video.
Yeah, for sure. We just we don't want to be trendy or set trends. We just want to serve good food and take all the labels and stuff off. It's like their wings, and I made this a point when we tested our wings. It was a 4-week process. I wasn't gonna just throw wings out there. We were buying different wings from different purveyors and doing different sauces and different starches, potato starch, corn, like all of that, right? And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the wings that I brought up. Right on them, marinate them overnight, and then we're gonna. So the wings came out, and I just made it a point. I went to every customer and was like, I just don't want a wings to suck.
Right.
You know, that's it.
Yeah.
And then feedback, like 100 out of 100. These are probably the best wings they've ever had anywhere in this area. So we launched them, and we literally were selling out.
Yeah.
Almost every other day of our wings, and it's pretty popular. So.
Yo, real quick, I eat a lot of wings. I've had a lot of wings at a lot of places. Like anybody watching from Memphis, Crumpy's, the wings are different, and that's what makes them special. Like everybody does wings, you can get wings almost anywhere, and you know about what they're gonna be like.
Right.
Your guys aren't like that. That's what makes them special. That's why I like them, because I'm like, I know it's gonna have that little twist that makes them better than you're gonna get at some other place, and that's what I particularly appreciate.
Yeah. That's what
We
we're
can
trying
tell
to
when
do.
something gets that extra effort and love put into it.
Right, and that's what we try to do. We just keep the integrity of the food and keep it honest.
Something like I think you guys are doing is really smart. This is something I tell every restaurant that I work with: customization.
Yes.
You guys let people build their own meal so that they're getting exactly what they want. They don't feel like they're locked into a certain thing.
All day long. I think that's what we really wanted to do. Was I think you said it best. Was you can in another interview is like you can just customize your bowl any way you want.
That's what people want these days. You
Yeah.
want an affordable price meal, customize your own meal. In and out, eat here, stay at 4 or take it to go with you.
Yeah.
And I like to do places like this. I'll ask the people that work there. Like if I've never had something before.
Yeah.
I'm like, what would you, like when I had my first Pokeball here, I was like, what would you put on it? So he's like, oh, I would do this, this, and this. And I'm like, well, do that. Like, uh-oh, pressure. Like, I've never had it, so I'm not going to know any better.
That's
It was awesome. She put
Right.
all the right stuff in there. It was a perfect combination, all the different flavors and stuff like that. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it.
We really enjoy making recommendations. I mean, even from food truck to restaurant, I mean, we are always just not upselling. We just want to find out what their palate wants, and then we try to create for them. And we've hit on every angle with that too. Yeah, customers really love us. We have a great loyalty program, and I love the fact that we're expanding suburbanly, but also in the city.
Yeah. Right. So just a little bit of a transition. What advice do you have to somebody? Like you went real quick from working in a high-end restaurant to food truck, having brick and mortars really, really quick. So if you were to talk to somebody who is thinking about doing that thing, who's been working in a commercial kitchen for a really long time and it's driving them crazy and they've got these ideas that they want to implement, what advice do you have for somebody who's thinking about making those steps?
Go ahead if you want to start.
I'd say let the public decide. Absolutely 1,000% start off with a food truck. Because if you're going to get a restaurant, you're going to spend a lot of money on the build out. And then you don't know if your concept's good or if it stinks. You have no idea. So get the food out on the streets. Get 1,000 people to comment on your food and see if it does well. If you have a line around the block, like we did with our Kobe House Style Tacos, we're like, okay, it's time for the restaurant.
Yeah.
So baby steps.
I think he's got a point there. I wouldn't say 100% start with a food truck. I would say definitely start small. The one thing that I would say is like passion, will always win. If I can find out that person, for instance, making candied apples, she's passionate about that, right? It's a candied apple, right? But she's passionate. That passion will lead to something else. It will lead to finding the right partners, the right financing, the right location. You're gonna make your mistakes, but you have to be passionate about what you're doing and the product that you're doing. I mean, it has to be a good product, and you have to be passionate about it. I mean, you can be passionate about a bad product if it's not going to do well, But I think my only advice is just stay true to like what you want to do. Like we've always stayed true to what we want to do. We're a taco joint. We do tacos really well, but then we do a lot of other things pretty well as well. So, yeah.
So what do you guys got coming up? I know you're talking about expanding. What's the end of the year into 2019?
Dean, handle that.
As of today, we just got the landlord to sign Leesburg and Battlefield Shopping Center. which
Ratified.
We'll probably get the keys this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We just
Yeah,
got it
nice.
like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
So that's going to be the game plan. Do 3-4 months build out. We expect opening somewhere around March, April. Tyson's Corner would be the third Kobe location. February, March would be approximately the time.
March, April. I drove by. There's still platforms and steel beams are up, but it's not delivered all the time.
So that would probably be it. Just do
Whereabouts is
so
that?
Arlington, Leesburg, Tyson.
Where about in Tyson?
Tyson's West, 24-hour fitness, District Taco.
Okay.
Right off Route 7 before you hit the toll road.
Yep.
So that would be the third location. Probably stop right there and just get those 3 locations going, running on all cylinders
Yeah.
before making a move, and kind of see what we want to do after that.
It's crazy too, like, like going back to your question, what advice do you have? Stay persistent, okay? We stayed persistent. We were doing cold calls, calling brokers, hey, we saw this space. Oh, you're a startup? We're not really interested in startup.
Who are you
But
guys?
as soon as you have proven sales and social media, now they're calling us. Like, we are getting opportunities in places that we're not ready to go yet because our bandwidth isn't quite there. But the opportunities will just keep coming if you stay true to it.
Right. Put the right pieces in place.
That's
put
right.
The right people in place.
That's right.
Right things happen, right?
That's right.
Well, thank you guys so much for talking to me. Everybody who's watching, everybody who's going to be watching, stop by Kovi right now. You can get to it in Arlington, very soon in Leesburg, very soon in Tyson's Corner. The food truck is still out.
Still out.
correct?
Still running.
So if you see that the food truck is going to be in your area, come by and get some tacos, protein bowl. Is Pokey on the truck?
Pokey was on the truck for a couple of events. We're moving forward with a couple of other things on the truck.
Okay, other things on the truck. Get the tacos, get the protein bowl, come in here and sample. Literally everything I've had here has been amazing and completely different, which is what I like about it. Is there's just been like wings, football season.
Yeah.
Come get a whole
Wings
bunch
and
of
tacos.
wings,
Yeah.
wings and tacos for football season. Come check out Kovi Kitchen. I guarantee you're gonna enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
talking.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.
See you.